Hello, it's Polish Paul VR, welcome to the channel. I hope you all alright and sound and of course playing some awesome PlayStation VR games. In this video today we're going to talk about Gran Turismo 7 and its VR mode, because I know there is a bit of kind of unsettled feeling in the PSVR community, as Sony lately published some new details about the game, but sadly never gave any details about VR mode. And basically the feeling is that GT7 won't get VR mode, even though this mode is not 100% confirmed. What the series creator had to say about VR and future of Gran Turismo in VR pretty much confirms it, so I'm gonna talk about that, so maybe let's just jump into it. But before I start talking about GT7, let's speak a bit about Gran Turismo Sport, because of course this game got PlayStation VR mode, but as we know the mode is very limited, because you cannot do a full proper races, because apparently it's lack of the horsepower. And as we know, as we learned in the past, the game works fine on PlayStation 4 Pro. They showed videos when they've been doing like full race with loads of opponents and everything. Pretty much GT Sport in virtual reality, all of the game, not just limited part of it. But that was only on the Pro, and on PlayStation 4 apparently it cannot run it. That's why they've got limited mode, because Sony got this parity policy. Basically, if you own PS4 or PS4 Pro, everyone have to have same experience, apart from the better graphics of course, so they won't give more content to PS4 Pro owners and then less to PS4, because that's not the case, that's not what they was all about. So my thinking is, maybe when the PlayStation 5 drops, the GT Sport itself will get this full VR mode for the full game. Maybe that will happen if Polyphony Digital decides to support it. And it looks like they're gonna support GT Sport after the release of GT7 as well, because they are two different games. GT Sport is this esport proper like car simulation game, while Gran Turismo 7 is of course the going back to the roots of the franchise, so it's your more classic Gran Turismo experience. So that might happen, I don't know, but I'm assuming it should be easy to pull off. But it's all what we know, what we saw in the video, but we don't know what else happening behind the scenes. Nevertheless, we've got new game announced, which I'm gonna start talking about now, Gran Turismo 7. And this looks amazing, looks great, the footage from trailers looks awesome. The latest screenshots what Sony provided looks very nice as well, shows off very nice how powerful PlayStation 5 is. But of course there is no this virtual reality mode. As we know, Sony decided to not talk about PSVR too much, because they don't want to distract people from PlayStation 5. But like I always saying, listen, be assured they gonna work on it. They doing games already, they are in the makings. Farpoint developers already working on the upcoming games. But also the Gran Turismo developers might working on the VR mode, so I'm gonna tell you what the creator of the series had to say about future of the whole franchise, not only GT7, in virtual reality. So basically he was asked what he's going to do with this extra horsepower what PlayStation 5 is going to bring. And his answer was simple. The first thing that's going to be affected by more power is virtual reality. I don't think that there's anything else that requires that much processing power. I really like VR. I want to believe in the possibilities of it, and it's very suited for a driving game. VR is something that really depends on the evolution of GPU power and the hardware for it, like displays, devices even. It's something where you can never have enough computing power. There's always going to be that hardware limit, and that limit is never going to be high enough for us. Obviously that's going to gradually improve over time, and we make sure to follow that. So that was back in July, I think, this interview, but it's pretty much basically might as well confirm that GT7 gonna have VR mode. Of course I don't want to tell you it's 100% happening and then you're gonna be disappointed, but like I said, Sony already said themselves they're gonna support PlayStation VR. So this is the creator of Gran Turismo series, and he basically saying he loves VR, and GT Sport will gonna support it, and Gran Turismo gonna support it, and as VR evolves, the series will evolve as well. And I like that first thing what he mentioned in the extra horsepower on PlayStation 5 is virtual reality, so this studio definitely loves VR, and I'm sure they was probably good at that. They couldn't give us full GT Sport experience in VR, but hopefully, like I said, they're gonna do it on PS5. But also, it looks like GT7 gonna support VR as well. I mean, if the creator of the series likes VR so much, I would think like he's gonna just do it. He's gonna go for it. And of course, this being a Sony studio and Sony owning PlayStation VR as well, they're gonna probably want to support it and they're gonna want to give it something to us. Now, I know Sony not announcing much of VR. They've got this strange PR strategy during this generation. Basically, what's happening, most of the information we're getting from rumors, which is not very good, I think, because a lot of people gonna read rumors thinking they true and then get disappointed, and also bits and bobs from interviews like this one. So Sony itself, that PR, I don't know, maybe it's working for them. Like I said, I'm just YouTuber, so I'm not there to judge. They know best, and I'm assuming they did something right because PS5 selling out very fast. So looks like, even though latest information about GT7, what was provided by Sony themselves, didn't mention PSVR, the creator itself in the past interviews pretty much says that VR gonna be, you know, that's gonna be affecting the franchise. So I'm very positive, I'm quite confident that virtual reality mode will be in GT7. Let's say 90% it will happen, 10% maybe not. So don't get all excited thinking it's definitely happening. It's not confirmed by Sony yet, but keep in mind as well that nothing is confirmed by Sony yet, because they themselves said they don't want to speak about their VR strategy for the future. As of now, they want to concentrate on PlayStation 5. So I'm assuming during this holiday season, they're gonna be pushing PS5 very hard. I don't think they even got to people just buying it anyway, so they in a quite good place, I suppose. But also after that, they probably gonna start giving us PlayStation VR owners more news and more games. GT7 of course would be massive, especially if full game works in VR, but also Gran Turismo Sport, that would be amazing as well. I've got the game. I uninstalled it because I ran out of space on my hard drive on PS4. I went to play it other day and I was like, yeah, the download, it's like downloading some massive 100 gigabytes of updates. So never gone back to it, but I definitely gonna have to play it again. I love the racing games in VR. I always say we don't have enough of them. The creator of the GT series says the VR is very well suited for racing games. He knows what the deal is, he loves it, so I'm assuming he gonna bring us this game. So just keep that in mind. So every time you read about the game, what you think should have VR support, but it's never mentioned, do not worry, so it's done on purpose, and I'm sure they will let us know in the future. We're still waiting for confirmation of Resident Evil Village getting a VR mode. Also Astro Playroom, I don't know if that's gonna get it or not, maybe like a little experience, I have no idea. But nevertheless, Sony definitely gonna give us some virtual reality games, and like I mentioned in this video, Farpoint developers been working on a new game pretty much since they stopped supporting Farpoint after multiplayer release. So that's good couple of years now, so they gonna be getting ready to announce something. And when they've been hiring for this new game, they said it's gonna be the proper AAA virtual reality game, and they said it's gonna define what AAA in VR means. So I'm assuming they making us something amazing. Sony Japan studio gonna do something, as we know, the developers of Persistence working, looks like it, with them on some kind of AAA franchise that's been around 10 years, we just don't know what it is yet. So do not worry, and also all of you GT Sport and Gran Turismo fans in general, looks like it's gonna happen, judging by this interview. It's very, very promising. Okay, anyway, if you like what you're seeing, then please press a like, because it does helps the channel a lot. And if you're new to the channel and are not subscribed, then subscribe. It's always better when it's more of us. And that's it, bye.